So welcome to this week's pick a card. So this reading is going to be just a sort of general reading of something that you need to know now. So it's just going to be quite a quick, short, sharp reading, but it's just something that you sort of need to be aware of right now. Okay, so same deal. We've got set 1, set 2, set 3. So if you pick your sets, and I will go over them. All right, so straight into set 1. Okay, so from these cards here, we've got the first 2 cards are what the sort of situation is surrounding, and then the second 2 cards are surrounding the advice for you. So by the looks of this one, it says we've got court here and we've got rich, good gentleman. So the court card is generally about a decision, so something is coming to a decision, or a decision needs to be made, and this is surrounding a man or a male in your life who is a good person. They are sort of someone who possibly is looking for something, searching for something, and perhaps that's where that decision comes in. So the advice here is we've got 7 of winter, so that is the magpie, which it says caution will help you avoid the loss of valuables, including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. Be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. So it could be actually to do with that this male here is kind of being maybe taken for granted a little bit. Perhaps could possibly be a court case, if there are loss of valuables. So it could be the loss of something physical, maybe it is a theft or something like that. Or if it's not a theft as in, something being stolen, it could be, like it says here, time or peace of mind. So something has been taken from this male, and there's either a decision or something needs to be resolved from it. And then we've got successful completion here. So this is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So it looks like everything's going to sort of sort itself out for here, but there might be something that that this person is going through at the moment, or this person could be you. Not necessarily a gentleman. It could be a female who's going through this as well. So if this resonates with you, then could be going through something here, and just be aware of what might be going on behind your back. But it looks as though everything will work out as it's meant to, and the outcome will be in your favor. So yeah. All right, so that is our set 1. Okay, so moving on to set 2. All right, so the cards that come up here, so we've got work and occupation and living room. So from these 2 cards, I kind of get that, it is to do with your work and what you do for a job, or perhaps what you do day to day. And it could be surrounding that is your life. So your work is something that you feel like you're so comfortable there, or you are perhaps searching for a job that you just feel really homely and comfortable in, and just you live for your work. That's what you want, or that's what you're currently doing in your work. You're just doing something that you just feel so at home with. So we've got the strength card here. So this says truth strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. You have a tremendous personal power and courage. So it looks like you could be in something that you are just really helping people. What you do is really worthwhile, and it's not just a job where you just go to work, do job, go home kind of thing. It's you're doing something where you're really making a difference, or if you're not in that position, then perhaps that's something that you need to make a move into. So you do want a job where you feel like you're doing something really good, and and perhaps what you actually need is strength to make that move and come into a position like that, because you can have that if you want to. You don't just have to stay stuck in a job where you don't feel like it's your home. You know, you're more than capable of moving towards something that is completely for you. All right, and then we've got the 3 of action here. So things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. So everything kind of, you know, you may be moving from one thing to the next. That either be, you know, like it says here, the project, or moving into a completely new job altogether. Either way, the next move you need to make is something that you're completely aligned with. There's no more, you know, just doing jobs for the sake of doing jobs. There's like no more of that in your life. You've just got to do something that you're so passionate about, because, you know, you're just going to keep going around in circles if you're just not doing what you're really passionate about. So good things coming for the people who's picked set 2 in your work life and what you do day to day. All right, so that is our set 2. Okay, and lastly we've got set 3. Okay, so if you picked set 3, so we've got main person here in short illness. So I feel like the main person that has come up here is you watching this video. So the short illness, it's not necessarily, you know, any major health problems or anything. I feel like what the short illness is saying here, it kind of follows on with this card, the squirrel card, the 4 of autumn, is that perhaps you're holding on to things that you just don't need to hold on to, and that's kind of festering in your body and causing little problems. So, you know, maybe you know, muscle tension or little niggly colds, or just little things that keep popping up that is just really quite frustrating and inconvenient, really. But that's only happening is because you're kind of holding on to things, and it's festering in your body, and you're not in the flow at the moment. So your body feels that. So instead of, you know, going with the flow with everything flows through your body, you're kind of holding on to things that you shouldn't hold on to, or so what it says here in this card is, be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus is hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building walls that keep people out. So there's something that you are doing that is just, you know, causing tension, and perhaps it is seeing that black and white. So there's no, you know, this is the way to do it, this is the way to do it, and you're not flexible. It could be, you know, those walls being built up, you're not letting people in, you're keeping things to yourself, and that's just possibly making you lonely, and which is causing, you know, those feelings of being sick and not happy within yourself. So that's just something that needs to change in your life. And celebration here, it says this is a wonderful time of your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. So change in mindset here. I feel like that's a big thing for you, is just that you need to change your mindset to be more positive, because if you constantly thinking of the negatives, or, you know, this person is going to hurt me, or no, I don't want to do this because this will happen, you're never going to get anywhere if that's your way of thinking. So you've just got to forget about all the difficulties, because life doesn't have to be difficult. You know, you just need to think in a more positive way, in a more optimistic way, and things will turn out amazing for you. All right, so that is what you need to know for set 3. All right, thank you for watching this week's pick a card. If you would like a personal reading done by me, you can email me on hello@staceysadler.com, and you can have a look at what readings I offer on my website, which is www.staceysadler.com. And I will be back on Monday on Facebook and Instagram for Pick a Card, and back on YouTube on Thursday with Pick a Card. All right, thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.